Hey everyone, Andy here from Krusty Plug, and thank you very much for joining me today. Change of scenery, as you can see. I am in my office today, joined by my old trusty squeaky office chair. Hopefully it's not going to be too squeaky, but if it squeaks here and there, then I apologize in advance. In this video, guys, I would like to share with you all my latest video game and some DVD pickups. Now, first of all, before I delve into this, I would like to mention a kind of, not a funny fact, but just a fact that I was away on holiday for a couple of weeks. I returned Tuesday lunchtime, this past Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure, I cannot quite remember whether I mentioned this or not in my last video, but I was away for nearly 2 weeks in Latvia, and in all fairness, I had no intentions whatsoever to go out in Latvia and look for any video games, but so it happens I end up in one of the electrical retail stores the night before coming back, so Monday night, and I discovered that they had some sort of like video game sale on selected titles, and I ended up going mad because they have I think 7 or 8 of these stores in Riga, so it's like a retail chain, and I hit 5 stores in one night and managed to pick up quite a few games. And having said that, it was all current gen games, and I'll explain everything a little bit later on this video, but no regrets per se, but looking back, I'm now wondering whether I really should have, bought as many games as I did. But anyway, no real regrets per se, but I'll explain everything in a bit. First of all, I want to cover off all the content, all the games and DVDs I have managed to pick up locally. And funny thing is, I wasn't really looking to buy games per se, I wasn't really hunting for games, but so happens I went to a few charity shops here and there, and before I knew, I had a pile of games bought already. Most of the stuff I probably picked up on Tuesday after coming back from my holiday, and some further stuff today, and then there's a few bits and bobs I picked up in between over the last 5 days. But I'm gonna try to cover this all off as quickly as I can, because otherwise this video might actually be quite long. Okay, let's start with all the content I managed to get today, actually. So, first thing today I done when I woke up this morning, about 8 o'clock, I went out to the local cardboard sale. Have to say, the cardboard sale was very disappointing because there was only very few sellers there this morning, probably to do with weather, because albeit it was dry at the time the cardboard sale was on, I think it was raining earlier on in the night, and some people that maybe were planning to come out look at the weather forecast and realize there's going to be rain, and probably decided to stay in. So there was really slim pickings, but still managed to pick up a few things. First of all, managed to get scored this one here. Guy was selling some Xbox 360 stuff, including a broken console. That was not of any interest. Games were pretty poor as well. He had some sports games and a few okay-ish games, but they were all like trashed. But anyway, he had a couple decent copies, and I managed to pick up Mafia 2. This is I don't know whether there's other version, but this got 2 discs, game disc and add-on content disc. And also pretty pleased about this, not mint, but in very reasonable condition. Halo Reach limited edition. As far as I can tell, I did open it up and had a look inside. I'm not really familiar with this limited edition, but I quickly googled it and looked inside, and I trust everything is in there, everything is complete, so it's a fully complete edition. Now the guy wanted £7 for these two. I tried to beat it down to £5, but he wasn't budging, and I kind of really wanted that Halo Reach. So I ended up agreeing on £7, but I also asked the guy if he could throw in the complete 10th season of South Park, and he was happy to oblige, so I got South Park and 2 games for £7. The other pickup I managed to score at the car boot sale, I managed to get a GameCube game and 3 Nintendo Wii games. They were £1 each, so paid £4. Pretty happy with that score. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I think it's called Cabela's. Is that how it's pronounced? Cabela's. And Big Game Hunter and Big Game Hunter 2012. So obviously 2 hunting games. £1 each. Then I got Call of Duty Black Ops, and it's actually the Australian version, so you can tell by the rating logo. And also Splinter Cell on GameCube. I don't know whether I cannot remember whether I already got this or not, but I picked it up anyway, so if I do have it I can trade it and maybe go £1 or £2 for it. Okay, then after the car boat I came home and went out later on, and I hit a few charity shops. Went to one of my local charity shops I visit as often as I can. They're still running the same deal where you buy 5 pieces of media for £1, so it could be DVDs or games. And I ended up with 11 items, so ultimately 10 DVDs and another DVD box set, and I got them all for £2. So ultimately paid the normal price for the DVDs, and that box set kind of works out. I got it for free. So there's a couple of things I want to keep for myself, and first of all I want to keep this, the complete Yes Minister BBC series. I think it's 3 seasons and it's some sort of like collector's box set. I haven't seen it before, and the reason I know about this and I wanted it, I seen an episode or even a couple. It was actually on the TV. It's from like 80s, like 80, 81 and 82. There was a couple, or not couple, sorry, it was running on a TV about a year ago, and I think I seen a couple episodes and I found them completely hilarious, and I thought I definitely want to check this TV show out fully and watch it all at some point. And today I just happened to stumble across the complete edition, so I was really happy to get it. Then these 2 I think I'm going to keep for myself as well. I'm not really a big Doctor Who fan, but picked up this one here. Doctor Who Genesis of the Daleks, pretty much mint condition, so I want to check it out. And also another BBC production, The Very Best of Hancock, classic comedy, so want to check that one out as well, so keeping these for myself. Now the rest, which are the 8 DVDs, these are I'm going to trade and get some money for them. I looked them up, pretty much all of them, to get kind of rough idea on the value, and I believe I can get for these 8 DVDs between £30 and £40, so I'm just planning to list them on my eBay, basically. And I picked up Ashes to Ashes, the complete series 3. I think this was the most expensive. This goes for something crazy like £20 on eBay. Bones, the complete 12th season Bones, the final chapter, 3-disc set. Ashes to Ashes, the complete series 1. 1-3 Hill, the complete 8th season. 5 DVD presents Pride FC Fighting Championships. Not sure, well, it's some fighting, but that holds a little bit value. Chicago Fire Season 2. The complete 2nd season Pushing Daisies. Yep. And I think it's like a foreign film of some sort. Maybe not. Blue Tiger. That has a little bit of value to it as well. So yeah, I'm going to trade these to get some money, which then will be re-injected into my game collection. Also, after getting that from one particular charity shop, went to another one in town and picked up this PC game called Warfront Turning Point for 99 pence. Some sort of real-time strategy game, so I really enjoy real-time strategy, so really looking to check that one out. And then I got also Gran Turismo 6 for PlayStation 3 for £1.99. And I also popped into the local CX store and used some of my in-store credit. Picked up Conduit 2 for £5. And also Tatsunoko vs Capcom Ultimate All Stars. I think it's some sort of like fighting game, but I believe one of the kind of less common games. So that was £12. Okay, and then some other stuff from some previous days. So this came from one of the charity shops. They had a deal on media, 4 items for £1, so and I managed to get 4 games. Picked up Medal of Honor Frontline for PlayStation 2 Platinum Edition, then Splinter Cell for PS2 Platinum Edition, WRC3 for PlayStation 2, and I also picked up this copy of Red Dead Redemption for PS3. It's actually in rather poor condition. Well, the case itself is reasonable. It's not poor. The artwork is in poor condition. It's got some well, the top part is pretty much worn, and also I think it's actually, yeah, it's water damaged. The disc itself is okay. It's got a few very faint surface scratches, but it will be perfectly fine to play. So for 25 pence I thought I'll grab it and might, well, I'll trade it, and no doubt I'll be able to get a couple pounds for it. Okay, then I got this file here from a charity shop, paid 99 pence. Per title got 1 original Xbox title and 4 Nintendo V titles. The V titles are Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary. I already got this, but I think my copy is not as good as this one, so I might need to swap it out. Got this already, but picked it up to trade it on. House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return. Sports Island. Don't have this one, so it's going in my collection. And then Spider-Man 2 for the original Xbox. I don't know why, when I see the original Xbox games in charity shops, I just generally get very excited. Very happy to pay, you know, £1 or £2 for them. And they seem to be a lesser occurrence nowadays. They used to be quite common in charity shops a few years back, but now obviously probably not as many copies are out there in the wild anymore. So, but yeah, pretty pleased with that. Then got a couple random pickups here. Picked up Colin McRae Dirt for PlayStation 3, paid £1.49 for that. Halo 3, 99 pence for Xbox 360. And picked up this DVD called The Life and Adventures of Nicholas Nickleby by Charles Dickens. Excuse me. Paid £1, but I think this goes for about like £4 or £5, so probably just going to list it on my eBay and get a bit of profit on it. And that will go into my gaming collection again. This came out of the same charity shop that still does that deal, 5 media items for £1. I ended up actually picking up some empty cases. Got the PSP empty case, a PC game empty case, Jackie Chan's film DVD empty case. This is actually white, which could be a nice donor case for a V game. And then another DVD case, so got some empty cases. This particular store, if you find any empty cases and take them to till, they're kind of just happy to give them for nothing, and you can take them away. There's another charity shop in town, and they're kind of funny about empty cases. They don't really want to give them to you for nothing. But this particular charity shop, they're just happy to get rid of them. So pick this up, and let me just see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 12 titles I picked up. I think I paid £2 again. I was kind of 2 over, but they just gave me 12 titles for £2, so I paid £2 for this. Mainly V games, but I managed also to pick up the Deep Blue Sea for well, not for, it's just a DVD. I was going to say for my DVD player, well, which is true. Now this is from a label called Artificial Eye. You can maybe see it there on the side. I really enjoyed that label because they got a lot of independent cinema. I think I mentioned that in previous video already. I haven't seen this film, so I decided to grab it for myself. Then I got a PS3 copy of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. PS2 copy of Lake Masters EX. I already got this, and I believe my copy is in a bad condition. It's a really cheap game, but I grabbed it because I believed my copy is in bad condition. I could just replace it with a much better copy, but I need to check that. And then the the V titles. I got here Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I got that already. We'll trade that. V Sports Resorts, was happy to pick this up. This is obviously a standalone full case edition rather than just a cardboard little that comes with the game. The game console. Carnival Fun for Games. I think I got that already. Pictionary, got that already. Now I don't have this one. Boogie. Don't have this one either. EA Sports Active More Workouts. That's going in my collection. This is going into my collection as well. This is one of these UDraw compatible games. You need a UDraw tablet. SpongeBob Squiggle Pants. Then the X Factor. And Smarty Pants. Actually see, it's once upon a time it was £40, which is kind of crazy. There's a lot of obviously excuse me, shovelware for Nintendo V. So yeah, it's crazy that you think some people paid something like £40 for probably rather miserable game, but never mind. Now this here is again the DVD pickup from the same charity shop again. I just pretty much covered that does 5 media items for £1. Picked up a few empty cases again, a DVD case, and actually got a really nice empty case for the Just Dance with manual. Okay, and then picked up, yeah, mostly DVDs, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, actually 10, so I paid £2, and 9 DVDs, and I managed also to pick up this demo disc for the original Xbox. It's from the issue 23 December 2003. I'm not really collecting demo discs per se, but if I ever see them and if they're cheap enough, I tend to pick them up. And then DVDs, I think I did pick up a couple for my own collection, so to speak. Not really collection, but I'll check them out. Yes, okay. Now these 4 I'm going to hold on to at the moment. I'll check them out. This is called The Iron Wall. It's a documentary about Israeli oppression of Palestine, or Palestine, whatever you pronounce it. It's about the West Bank and Gaza, so probably quite controversial, but I'm really into that stuff and I want to check it out, so definitely holding on to this for now, and we'll watch it at some point. Then I got another Artificial Eye release, Fill the Void, so keeping that as well for now and checking it out. Lord of the Flies, I believe this is one of these classic films that is really good, because I know that this has been released by Criterion label in States. So yeah, I believe it's a good film, so, and I don't think I have ever seen it, so I might need to check it out. And I also got the remake of Whiskey Galore. I really love the original film, original black and white film. Haven't seen this one, don't know much about it, never really kind of followed up to see if it was any good or not. But it's from Arrow Films label, which normally kind of is a rather decent label for films as well, so hopefully it's going to be decent. Okay, and then these 5 looking to trade on. I got Sylvester Stallone Over the Top. Ashes to Ashes, the complete series 2, so another one. Love Exposure 2-disc special edition. It's a Japanese film, I trust, yeah. Wreck-It Ralph. This is just a 1-disc edition, but still I think it goes for a couple of quid. And Just a Boy's Game, some sort of BBC production, and this holds a little bit of value as well. I cannot quite remember what these are worth, but probably Ashes to Ashes is the most expensive one, so I think between like 15 and 20 pounds I should be able to get. Okay, I'll be getting there. Okay, now this all came from one particular charity shop in town, which I picked up last Tuesday, and managed to score 3 Nintendo DS games. They were £1.99 each, and I got The Sims 2 Castaway, The Sims 2 Pets, Nintendogs, Dalmatian and Friends. Okay, then what else I got here? Okay, I got Gran Turismo 4 for PlayStation 2, paid 99 pence for it. I used to have it in my collection, but I had sold it, so was quite pleased to replace it. 2 Xbox 360 titles, got Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and then I got Hitman Absolution, so 99 pence each. Then I got these actually from different shops, so I got some PS3 titles. There's actually a couple other ones I missed out. Somebody picked them up while I was there and looking at these, so I missed on a couple titles, but not a big deal, so still managed to score 6 PlayStation 3 games, and I got these are all £1.99, and I got Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition. It actually came from CX, and as you can see it was selling for £10, so I'm not sure if it still retails at 10. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Doctor Who The Eternity Clock, Lego Batman the video game, and 2 Harry Potter games, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, part 1 or 2, 1 and 2. So 2 separate games, but part 1 and 2. And then these Xbox 360 games picked up again on Tuesday from a different charity shop, paid £1 per each. Picked up XCOM Enemy Unknown in really nice condition. Age Combat Assault Horizon. And then 2 fishing games, I think it's called Rapala, I think that's how it's pronounced. Pro Bass Fishing and Tournament Fishing. So 2 of the fishing games. Okay, and oh yes, nearly forgot. Oh, there's a squeaky chair. Picked up also a couple brand new games locally. Went out for food shopping in Tesco's and spotted Lego The Incredibles on Xbox One, and it's one of the fat copies that includes the Lego minifigure, and it was reduced to £10. Not particularly collecting for Xbox One, don't have the console, but £10 was fair deal, but I'm not entirely sure whether I want to keep it or trade it, so I need to decide. And then from local toy store, picked up The Walking Dead, the final season for Nintendo Switch. That was reduced to £10, so I was pretty pleased with that. I kind of got confused about this because it says season pass card, and it says details on the back of the box. And if you read at the back of the box, it says The season pass card contains the first episode and grants access to download the remaining 3 episodes. So I thought it's maybe some sort of like just a code card inside, but once I look at against the kind of the light, I can see there is actually a little game card inside. I mean, like a chip card. So so it looks like it's always good. Now, okay, I need to quickly reload my camera because it's about to stop, and then I will cover the games from Latvia. First of all, let's go with Xbox One and PS4 games I picked up. So I got 4 Xbox One titles here. Actually 2 are the same, so 2 copies of one title. But I picked up Sega Mega Drive Collection. It was down to €9. Not sealed copy, so this was the last kind of display copy left. Perhaps maybe that was the reason these were reduced. Stardew Valley Collector's Edition. It was reduced to €5. And then I got 2 copies of Conan Exiles. These were down to €9, so I managed to pick up 2 copies with an idea to keep one and trade other one and get a little bit something back for it, but we'll see. And then I got 3 PlayStation 4 games. I got Lost Sphere, that was down to €5. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Some sort of like Japanese RPG game, I trust, so really want to check this out. That was down to €15. And I picked up also Titan Quest, which was reduced to €9. Okay, then managed to pick up some PC games. First of all, these 5 here, bought them with an intention to flip them and get a little bit money back for them or make a little bit of profit. And having said that, there's like 3 Sims games and also a FIFA game, which is for EA Origin account, or service rather. And EA actually just had or put on a sale, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna really manage to get anything much for them more than I paid, so I might need to just see if I can break even and take my money and run. But anyway, managed to pick up 3 the Sims 4 bundles. So this first one's called Parenthood, paid €9. Then another bundle called Dine Out, another €9. Then Jungle Adventure, €9 again. These, by the way, are not games per se. You just get the download card inside the case, so you need to go and punch in the code on Origin and download that game to your account. And then I got also FIFA 19, which is €9 as well. And then picked up this one, World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, I think it's pronounced, €5. So not really looking to play myself, so definitely going to be selling this on. And then these 2 games I probably will keep for myself. I picked Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So this is a Steam game, or you need Steam account, so I paid €5. It wasn't sealed, but it was last copy, so the code was kind of hidden away, so it's not like somebody just pulled it out and used it already, but it's not sealed, but it's all good. And then I also got Dirt 4, which is only, or was only, hopefully you can see it there somewhere, it was only 90 cents. So, which is quite crazy if you think about it, 90 cents for a decent game. Not really a big on driving games, but I thought for 90 cents it's definitely worth a punt. Alright, now the madness of the madness of Nintendo Switch galore. Now, I bought more than one copy of some particular games purely with the intention to trade on off some of these spare copies and basically recover some of my expense, and not maybe to make major profit, but basically just to get some money back and make the games I'm keeping for myself ultimately even less expensive. Now let's go through all this. I think I have kind of badly organized them here, so I have to pull out a few in some sort of order. So I ended up buying 2 copies of Wonder Boy, the Dragon's Trap, so both are sealed. So 2 copies of that, so €9. Then I got this one here, which is the longest 5 minutes. Not aware of the game. I trust this is some sort of like an indie game, and that was only €5, so I was pretty happy to pick that one up. Picked up sealed copy of Monopoly, €15. That price probably is nearly the same as you can buy it for in UK now. I think there's a couple deals kicking about, so not a major deal per se, but still picked it up. This was, I think, pretty epic. Haven't checked it, but I trust it still holds the value. But is it Hero Warriors Definitive Edition? Sealed copy, €19, which was pretty good deal. Open copy of Hello Kitty Cruisers. So this was $9.99. Not sealed, and it's got a little scratch there on top, a little blemish on the case, but I thought for $9.99 I'll gamble. Then I got a sealed copy of Fallen Legion, Rise to Glory, and $9.99 paid for it. But what I discovered when I looked at the price label, I realized that I could see through the previous price, and the previous price actually was €5, so I have missed out on an even better deal. But I was quite happy for $9.99 to pick this up. Then I got right, let's see here, Mario Tennis Aces, €19 for that. 2 copies of Doom. That was €19. I believe this still holds a little bit of value, so I might be able to get something back for that second copy. Then this might end up being a bit of a bummer. I picked up 3 copies of Overcooked 2. That was €15, but I believe there's a few deals kicking about in UK now on this one, so I might be struggling to recoup my expenses there. If I get probably £15 back for them, then I'll be happy. So anyway, 3 copies of that, and then I got 3 copies. 1 wasn't sealed, so I'm keeping that for myself, and 2 I'm going to flip. I got 3 copies of Go Vacation, and I believe that still holds a little bit of value. €15 it was. So €15 per copy. And then, I don't know whether this was a good idea or not, but I bought 5 copies, and 1 was not sealed, unsealed, and 4 are sealed. I bought 5 copies of Harvest Moon, Light of Hope Special Edition. These were €15. So, not sure it was wise to buy as many copies, and I think it will be fine to sell them and get a couple quid maybe for them, but not too sure now. Okay, now this is really interesting one here. First of all, okay, I'm going to leave them 2 games out. This was a completely different store from the stores I bought the Switch games and the other games I showed you, the PC games, just a second ago. But went into one of the other electrical stores in Latvia, in Riga, and I know that they sell some video games as well. They had some sort of sale on as well, but it was not that great, and I didn't spot anything worth buying. But as I was kind of going through there and looking at all the shelves, I noticed one game and the reason I noticed it because it had a foreign age rating on it, and I believe it's Chinese. And I thought, oh wait a second, what is that? And I had a closer look, and I didn't know what that game was, what it was all about, where it was released, you know, in what regions and whatnot. So I actually had to jump on my phone right there and Google it. And the game I picked up is Alienation. So, looked up some reviews, and apparently a really good game. It's one of these kind of third person overhead shooters, whatever you call them. It is only, or it has only been released in Asia region, hence it's got the Chinese kind of rating. I don't know, the camera probably not really picking it up properly. Okay, here we go. So yeah, it was £29.99, so 30 euros. On one of the articles I found online, it was pointing to playasia.com store. I went on that store. I don't know what was the price because the price wasn't displayed, and it was showing as being out of stock. So I'm not sure in what quantities these been printed, but I was super surprised to actually find this game in the EU territory, seeing as it meant to be for like an Asian market. Yes, you could buy it online from probably selected retailers and, you know, get it imported, but to actually find it as a physical import in a physical store in Europe, that was a bit of a surprise. But anyway, I'm really looking to play this game. Totally looks like right up my street. Was super pleased to pick this up. But that wasn't the end of it. A day or two later, I went to the other branch of that particular store. I think they got like 2 or 3 stores in Riga. And guess what? I got another copy. So I got 2 copies of this game. So I didn't need obviously 2 copies, but the reason I bought a second copy, because I have some plans which you guys will definitely appreciate for this YouTube channel. So stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you what my plans are as of yet, but stay tuned, and there will be some good announcement coming up later on concerning this particular game. And then on that second visit to that particular store, or the other store, I also spotted this Natural Doctrine, or Doctrine, whatever you pronounce it, for PlayStation 3. It was reduced to 7 euros. That was the only game that really kind of caught my eye. I didn't know much about the game. I kind of quickly had a look online, and it seemed to be worth the asking price. So I decided to grab it, and apparently it's a really hard game, really hard to play. But I will need to check it out myself at some point, so grab that one as well. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was all my crazy Latvia pickups as well, and then everything else I managed to get locally. So yes, a lot of games again, so need to start buying less and playing more, as they say. And really looking forward to check some of these games out, and need to sort out the games and clean them up, especially the ones that I bought from charity shops, and put them in my collection. But for now guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for checking out my latest pickups, and no doubt I will see you very soon again. But until then, take care, all the best, be good.